No, I don't waste no time.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a new video. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Joshua Dangle George, a social media marketing online coach, and as you can see, it is a pretty gloomy day here in the Netherlands. And I was just browsing through the lifestyle design community and I noticed a conversation about my previous Loom video that I posted here on YouTube, which was basically about how you can do outreach in video form by using a free plugin called Loom, and it's for Google Chrome. Like I said, it's completely for free. They do have a paid version, but it's not necessary to get, especially not when starting out. And what it will allow you to do is basically record a quick screen share video so they can see your screen as well as your face, and you can basically give a mini audit of the the potential social media marketing clients, social media pages, etc. And then when you are finished, you click on end the Loom, and it will generate a link for you, which you can then send on to your potential clients. And as soon as they view it, or the first time that gets viewed, you also get a notification, so you know exactly when to follow up with this potential social media marketing client. And when I published that video, it immediately sort of went, well, I wouldn't say viral, but it is now one of my most viewed videos on this channel. But I still get a lot of questions about Loom and what they need to say. And some people will just send me like literally just a link of someone that they're looking at, like a potential social media client, and ask me, what would I say in this situation. So I thought I'd do like a little mini follow-up video to that previous video because it did so well, and just give you guys some tips and tricks on what you can say and what to look at prior to sending the Loom video. So what we're going to do today is hop on the computer, and I'm actually going to show you live what I would say to a potential social media marketing client. And what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to send this Loom video as well. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, we're going to hop on the computer right now. Okay, guys, and here we are. And like I said, it's very dark here in the Netherlands, as you can see here. Like basically my image is completely blacked out. So for those of you that are in the Lifestyle Design Mastery program, etc., you guys will know how I find e-com clients and like my specific methods for finding those clients. But for now, just to keep this video short and to the point, I've just typed in yoga plus Shopify, and I'm on page 7 now. So we just click on the first one, which I already have done, just to check it out, make sure it is a right fit. So as you can see, this is a website. It's a web shop with Shopify. Now, one thing I like to do just to double check that it is Shopify, this will be because obviously I literally googled Shopify plus yoga. But what you can do is, if you have a web shop and you're not 100% sure what kind of software etc. they use, you can find a free plugin called Wappalizer, which is on the basically the Chrome extension store. And as you can see here, it will show you exactly what is being used and what is being done. So as you can see here, this is a Shopify store. They use Google Analytics. They also have the Facebook widget. And for those of you that understand any of what it says here, you can see what kind of JavaScript libraries, etc. they use. For me, this is all just foreign language. I just usually look at, is it a Shopify store? Is it WordPress? Is it Wix? And so on and so forth. So that is the first little mini plugin I use. Again, completely free. Just Google it. Just type in Wappalizer free Google Chrome extension. Second thing I do is I check if they have the Facebook pixel installed, which these people do. And quick tip, because I've made this mistake a lot in the past, what I will do is switch off my ad blocker. So let me just switch this off right now. Why? Because if I have my ad blocker off, sometimes the pixel won't fire. Same goes for cookies. If you see that a website has cookies, make sure that you accept them first, because that might actually block the pixel, and then you send a Loom video saying that they're leaving money on the table, and they just come back here and say, listen, we've got the pixel, you just didn't check correctly. So make sure your ad blocker is off, and then check if they have the Facebook pixel installed, which they do. Then what I like to do is I like to go to the shop and click on a specific item just to see if they have any kind of custom events installed, which they do. So as you can see here, they've got a custom event attached to view content, and then what I'm guessing if, well, okay, this is sold out. Let me just find one that's not sold out. Try this one, add to cart. And then what I then do is check if they also have the add to cart pixel again. Make sure the ad blocker is off, so don't run on any pages on this site. Exclude. There we go. And then as we can see here, they have not got the add to cart, which is strange because they have got view content, and then when you go to cart there is no add to cart pixel, which is strange. Update cart, let me see if anything changes. There we go. No, still not. Okay, so the button click is being detected, which means that they know that someone's clicked on the button, but for some reason there is no add to cart custom event. Okay, so that is interesting. That is something that you can take away. You can mention that the add to cart button is either not there or not working correctly. Second thing I've noticed is they've got a lot of buttons here, Shop Pay, PayPal, etc. That can also impact the tracking. So for example, if you're just tracking people who add to cart in the original way and pay with the original payment method on Shopify, and you're not tracking all of these others, you know, the return on ad spend or the amount of purchases might be skewed in the business manager. So that's another thing I check. Then, like I said, I just go through the flow as if I am a customer and just check what is going on in terms of the pixel. So they are tracking the initiate checkout but not the add to cart, which is quite an important part of the flow because we want to know if people drop off before or after the add to cart phase, because that is obviously what you can optimize for. So that is another thing that you can do. Then if you understand like how the pixel works, etc., what you can also do, let me just quickly remove this from cart, which is also a way of seeing if the pixel is installed correctly. What you can do is you can go to inspect and then go to console, and then basically you can see what is going on the page. So if you go to shop and then pro yoga mats, you can see what is changing, when the clicks are happening, etc. on the page, yoga. And now what I want to do is see what happens to the add to cart button. So as far as I can tell, there is no like add to cart feature, which is like I said, it's peculiar because they have got all of the other features. But okay, so that is done. So we've checked Wapalyzer to see what kind of store it is. We've checked if the Facebook pixel is installed, and we've gone through the flow to make sure that you know, they actually have the custom events installed. So apart from the add to cart, that seems to be okay. Second thing I then do, or seconds, I think we're up to like 4 by now, I check their socials. There we go. Okay, so this is the Instagram page where it looks very clean. So we've got a big amount of following. Obviously, you know, you can go into full Sherlock Holmes mode and see if the followers are real. So you don't see any a lot of Indian followers. If you don't see them, then obviously, you know, the chances are that is a real follower. Other than that, you can check the content, check the engagement, and to be fair, it's quite low. 82 likes on a page that's got 48,000 followers. Again, the algorithm is not what it used to be anyway, so there's not much I'll comment about that. Then in terms of the page transparency, we can check if they are running ads, and they are not. Okay, so that is another thing that we can mention. They are not running ads, and they are and the add to cart custom event doesn't seem to be installed correctly. So that for me is enough basically to create the Loom. What we could also do is just go through that buyer's journey. So go to the shop, just see if everything on the whole is easy to navigate. To be fair, this is a very clean looking store. You know, I work with Shopify stores on a daily basis, and not all of them are like this. You know, there are a lot of messy stores that just aren't very friendly. Another thing you can actually check is if they are mobile optimized, by the way, which is something that I always forget to do actually. So what you can do here is see what it looks like on iPad, and then on mobile it will look something like this. You can always double check this on your phone as well. But yeah, that looks good. So like I said, the only real things that we can mention now are obviously the add to cart feature and the ads. One last thing which I can show you guys, which I noticed that they already had installed correctly, is if you go to the pixel, So as you can see here, it says the pixel is not paired with any product catalog. Please associate this pixel with. So it means that these people are not using a catalog for their advertisements. So for the pixel. So what they can't do is retarget someone with a specific product. For example, this one. I've noticed that they have got the custom parameters set, so they can do some kind of retargeting. But there is no catalog installed, which means that, again, they are leaving money on the table and they are missing out. So catalog, the add to cart feature, and they are not running ads, and that is what we can mention to this potential client. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just remove everything here, start all fresh, and then send them a quick Loom video. So here we go. So this will be a live Loom, what I will send to the client. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi there, my name is Joshua Daniel George. Hope you're doing well and staying safe from the coronavirus, which is obviously something that we are all dealing with at the moment. So I was actually doing some research online for a client of mine, and I stumbled upon your website, Lavi Bohema Yoga. And I just need to say, it looks extremely clean, and just the whole buyer's journey is very streamlined. And I can see this becoming a very successful store. And I just wanted to quickly mention a few little things that I noticed while going through your flow. Obviously, I'm looking at this from a marketer's point of view, not necessarily a consumer point of view. So maybe these tips and tricks can help you improve that buyer's journey and get more sales for your store. So the first thing I noticed is that you do have the pixel installed, which is great, which means that you can track people that are on the website, etc. But one thing I noticed, if you go to the Pro Yoga mats, for example, and we add a yoga mat to cart, there we go, add to cart. See, as you can see, I've already tested this out previously. But as you can see here, just waiting for it to load. As you can see, there is no add to cart events with your pixel, which means that you can't track who is, adding items to cart, which is peculiar because if you check out, you do have the initiate checkout button. Now, obviously, that is quite an integral part of the flow. We need to know who is added to cart, and of the people that are adding to cart, how many people are dropping off, which is something that you can't correctly now monitor and manage. So that is one thing that I do need to mention, that could basically make your flow not as streamlined and as optimized as it would be if you did have that. Second of all, another thing I noticed, again, with the Pixel, is that you don't have any type of catalog installed, which basically allows you to retarget people more specifically. So for example, I have now added that item to cart, the yoga mat, and we all have this, life gets in the way, we get distracted, someone calls us, etc., and we leave the store, we abandon the cart with an item in it. There is no way for you to now retarget me very specifically with Facebook ads. Yes, you can run a retargeting campaign, but you can't show that exact item to me with a catalog campaign, which I highly recommend you do because it's more specific. If someone sees that exact item that they've added to cart, they are much more likely to click on it and complete that purchase, as opposed to just a generic campaign with the same make or same brand. So that is another thing that I would like to mention, and obviously this has everything to do with the Facebook ads, which you are currently not running either. Especially now with everything that is going on with COVID-19, this is probably the best time to run Facebook ads because of the high conversion rate. So everyone is now at home, everyone is scrolling social media, they're off of work, they're still getting paid, but they're off, they're on the phones, they're bored, they're scrolling down social media. This is the best time to target those people because we know where these people are. We no longer need to find these people because we know where they are. They're at home, they're on the social media, they're on their phones, they're scrolling. So that is definitely something that I recommend, is now to run advertising campaigns through Facebook, because with all the data that Facebook has, now is the best time to laser target those audiences and find people that are interested in yoga, because like I said, they are on their phone, and because less people are basically now running Facebook ads, the CPM is lower as well, which means that you can basically target people more cheaply but get more conversions. So yeah, I do value your time. I don't want to keep this video too long. I am rambling on here, but if you find this interesting, I do have a few more ideas for you which will definitely help your store get more sales and more conversions. So if you find this interesting, what I'll do is I will leave my calendar link along with this email. And then, like I said, if you find this interesting, we can hop on a quick call and see if it's a right fit for each other and see if we can potentially work together on this. So, like I said, thanks for your time, and hopefully we can speak soon. Okay, so that is the Loom video, and literally guys, that is all it is. Okay, it's just a casual conversation where I mention a few things that they are doing right, a few things that they are doing wrong. I piqued their interest by saying that I've got a few ideas for them, and then from there, you know, I asked them if they want to hop on a call. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video now. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave this with a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. My goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you enjoy my content, if you've watched this content, then please support this channel by clicking on that subscribe button. For those of you that really want to start their own social media agency and basically follow in my footsteps so that you too can work from your laptop and live that laptop lifestyle, work from anywhere, whatever in the world, then I do offer a coaching program where I literally, you know, teach you exactly that. I'll take you on as a personal client and I'll work on your agency, you know, literally build it out from the inside, help you get your first clients so that you can scale your agency and automate it as much as you possibly can so that you can live that laptop lifestyle. But like I said, you know, if you want to know more about that, I will leave a link in the description box down below. With that said, I'm wrapping up this video now. So thanks again for watching, and see you all in the next one.